All right, so let's just go over today's trade. As you can see, yesterday we had this large sell-off here. Then in the PM we saw a bit of a recovery. This area all here, this is a large 4-hour imbalance, and we were really struggling to get through it. After close yesterday, we had Apple earnings. They didn't really impact the markets too much. This is ES, by the way, on the 5 minute chart. Asia, we're just kind of seeing ranging price action. So going into today, my bias was neutral. I wasn't really looking for any expansion. As I said, we're playing inside this range. So I'm still just doing. Still like keeping up, just doing base hits. So I was just looking to go for a quick scalp inside the range. So the trade I ended up taking was this here. I'll walk you through why I took it. So we're on bar replay mode here. This is the 9:50 candle close. So we're coming up to the 1 hour and 4 hour close. And if you look here, here we have data lows. So we have PPI at 8:30. So not only do we have data lows here, we also have this green box, a 5 minute fair value gap, a 15 minute fair value gap, a 5 minute fair value gap. And then I always keep an eye on SPX to see what that's doing. And if we look here, this is the same time. This is our opening gap on SPX. And this is our opening gap on SPX. And we came up into it and we just showed some weakness. So we got about 3/4 of the way, left this gap. And not only that, if you look here, this is a high quality draw. And why do I say that? When you have equal lows like this with resting liquidity right below it, that acts like a magnet for price. And really what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you start seeing weakness in the trade you're looking to enter, that it has somewhere to draw to. So with that, and then with ES, where it created this 5 minute fair value gap, and there's a 15 minute fair value gap here. This black line is a prior weekly high. So I said, okay, as we're coming up to the 1 hour close, this was typically where you would see a burst of liquidity come into the market. So what I was looking for is for the next candle to close with some momentum through this and through the prior weekly high, because this could be a take on liquidity, rated liquidity, and then it has somewhere to go. There's a ton of liquidity down here, like at this point in time, as I said, we're ranging. So I'm not thinking this is going to come down and take out prior day's low or anything like that. Like we could easily just wick down here and then continue on, because there's a bunch of liquidity resting above here. So I'm not playing for trying to knock it out of the park and hit home runs. I just want to get a base hit right here. So I'll show you how it played out. So this was my entry. When I saw us close through here, my entry model is take the wick extreme of the candle that created the fair value gap. So that'll be this candle here. So my stop was here. Take profit down at the data lows of the PPI lows, and just for a 1-to-1. And like it looked great. Like this is exactly what you want to see, and then it turned right around at me. That's trading. You like this is a day. So on Fridays I do half risk, and I'm more than happy to take the loss on this. Like no problems whatsoever. This is a trade I take 10 times out of 10. We'll see how it wrapped up. Actually, yeah, this is gross. You do not want to be trading price action like this. It's probably going to go right to my target now, though. We have this. It's looking super heavy. How's NQ looking? Yeah, NQ actually looks even weaker. We have an SMT over here. I'll just put this on the chart and we'll see how this plays out. I'll come back and take a look at this. That would be the trade. I'll take a look at this later, see if this plays out, but I'm definitely not trading it. I'm done for the trading day. overall, it was a profitable week. Just I inched profitability, but that profitability came heavily through my sizing method of scaling up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to full hour and half hour Monday and Friday. I had a loss on Monday, a loss on Friday, a win on Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember, but because that win was the full hour, the week ends up profitable. Even though it's only a 33% win rate for the week, it's still a profitable week.